SHOT Show is upon us. Welcome to the Palmetto State Armory SHOT Show 2025 concept gun poll. Some of these guns you're gonna see from last year. What we did this year is we took the top 4 guns from last year. We already gave you updates on those guns, and we're bringing back the next 4 in order to make sure you're still interested in it or if it's something you want us to work on. And then we're gonna go into all the new guns that we're bringing that you guys haven't seen yet. You can vote on a total of 3 guns, so make sure you take your time, look at your choices, and pick the ones you want. Now let's get into it. Up first is the Palmetto State Armory Emerge Bolt Action Rifle. The PSA Emerge Bolt Action Rifle is designed around a Remington-style 700 action. It will take many aftermarket Remington 700 accessories. Our plan is to offer these as just receiver sets, as well as complete guns, as well as barreled receivers. They will come in 308 and 6.5 Creedmoor to start, and will come standard with a Trigger Tech trigger. These are modular, build-it-yourself bolt action rifles that you can do at home. Our goal with the PSA Emerge series is to have an entire ecosystem on our website of all aftermarket bolt action rifles as well as accessories that go with the Emerge series lineup. This will allow you to build this gun into whatever configuration that you want from the start. Up next is the Oaken. It is the PSA Jackal lower receiver. The Oaken lower receiver will convert your standard Jackal 14.5 and 10.5 inch uppers into a Jackal bullpup lower. It will come standard with a dye-free co-grip. It has one of the better bullpup triggers on the market, and it will be easily convertible for you at home to just drop your upper right onto the lower receiver. We will sell these as complete guns as well as just dedicated lower receivers. Next, we have the 9mm Jackal. We showed this to you guys last year in our SHOT Show poll, and we decided to bring it back to get re-voted on. We did do some changes to this gun, so let's talk about the gun again. This is a 9mm direct blowback Jackal style upper receiver that is monolithic that will mount to an ARV style lower receiver. The lower receiver that you see here is stylized and aesthetically mated up to go with the 9mm upper. Now, it will accept ARV style lower receivers, but when we sell it as a complete gun configuration, it will come with this 9mm lower receiver. Some of the changes that we made after SHOT Show last year is that we decided to make a new lower handguard profile for this. As you can see, it is recessed here for your hand, as well as it has a built-in hand stop so your hand can't slide forward while shooting. The 9mm Jackal will take AKV/CZ Scorpion style magazines and will come standard with a 9mm nitrided barrel that is 1/2 by 28 threads. The Jackal lower is compatible with AR-15 fire control groups, safeties, as well as grips. The 9mm Jackal will come standard with a knurled charging handle, and we will offer this in various barrel lengths as well as various colors. If you're looking for a small 9mm PDW type firearm that is fun as hell to suppress, this is the one for you. Up next is the Saber Thumper. This is a 37mm launcher. It is designed to either be mounted under a firearm or as well as standalone on a chassis. We will have both options available. The Thumper is going to come standard with a slide action release that will also have a double action trigger. Up next, we have the Saber 11. The Saber 11 is a double-stack 1911 that is chambered in 9mm. The Saber 11 will come standard with a stainless steel bull barrel. The slide is also tri-cut, and it will have matching front and rear serrations. The front serrations are a full wrap around the top of the slide. The slide is machined to accept aftermarket optic plates, but it will come standard with an RMR cut footprint plate. The Saber 11 will come standard with an external extractor. Moving on to the frame, we have a full-length dust cover and a Picatinny rail on the bottom that fits perfectly with a Surefire X300. The Saber 11 will come standard with an ambidextrous safety as well as an interchangeable and adjustable trigger shoe. Our plan is to have multiple grip options as well as multiple slide options, including a comped option. Up next, we have the Palmetto State Armory 570 shotgun. The semi-automatic 570 is built off the same receiver set as our pump action. That's right, you can make a pump action or a semi-auto on the exact same receiver. Because it's built on the same receiver as our other 570, it will still accept 870 stocks, will still have an RMR cut footprint receiver, and will have a slide release for your bolt release on the side. Unlike a traditional semi-automatic shotgun where the charging handle is on the bolt, we have moved it to up by the fore end. The charging handle is also non-reciprocating on this semi-automatic, so you do not have to worry about it being in your way while you're shooting. The front hanger on the shotgun is still the same hanger system that we use on our pump shotgun series, so it allows you to move it and manipulate it where you need to so you can adjust your barrel length as well as your mag feed tube. The semi-automatic 570 is a part of the Build It Yourself shotgun series, so if you have a pump shotgun at home and want to convert it to semi-automatic, it just is a couple extra parts and you can do that. Next, we have the 338 ARC Jackal. The 338 ARC Jackal is going to utilize a lot of the same components from our Jackal series of firearms, but this will utilize our E4 bolt system that we're using on our 6 ARC as well as 5.56 line of firearms. The E4 bolt will feature dual ejectors as well as a lobster tail style extractor. The 338 ARC Jackal will feature an ambidextrous bolt release built into the lower and will also accept the new 25 round ICAR 6mm ARC / 338 ARC magazines from Magpul. The 338 ARC Jackal lower does not utilize off-the-shelf 5.56 mags. It will take the Magpul ICAR mags itself. The 338 ARC Jackal will feature a monolithic upper receiver similar to our regular Jackal line. It will have a left side charging handle that will also be ambidextrous, and it comes standard with a knurled charging handle and an 8-position adjustable gas block. Next, we have the MSP-45, also known as the manually suppressed pistol. The MSP-45 is a bolt action pistol. It utilizes a straight pull rotating bolt system. The MSP-45 will take 1911 style grips. It will also take 8-round 1911 magazines. It is chambered in 45 ACP. It will come standard with a top Picatinny rail, and another cool feature about this gun is that it is takedown ready. The MSP-45 is designed to be used with an AAC-45 Tyrant. We will have other compatibility features in the future with this gun for other suppressors on the market. The MSP-45 will feature its ejection port on the left-hand side of the firearm versus the top, similar to other handguns on the market. Next, we have the PSA X9. After SHOT Show last year, a lot of you guys requested for us to come out with a 9mm variant of the X5.7, and that's exactly what we did here. This one is inspired by a Mac. The X9 will use a 30-round B&T magazine and will operate on a delayed blowback operating system. The X9 will come standard with a Picatinny rail in the back. For SHOT Show, we are displaying it with a Strike Industries left folding brace. The X9 will come standard with a top Picatinny rail, and the lower handguard will have your M-LOK attachment method. The X9 will come standard with a 7-inch nitrided 9mm barrel that has a tri-lug attachment, but also has a thread protector with 1/2x28 threads underneath it. The X9 will feature an ambidextrous charging handle that will be located on the front. This is our iteration of the X9. If you'd rather see something that looks like the X5.7 but shoots 9mm and take Glock mags, let us know in the comments below. Up next, we have the Jackal 10S Precision. The Jackal 10S Precision is our precision variant of the Jackal 10 that we just recently launched. It's going to come standard with a 20-inch 308 barrel with an 8-position adjustable gas block for all your suppressor needs. It's going to come standard with a compensator as well as a Samson manufacturing adjustable stock that does fold to the left. It's going to come with a 2-stage trigger as well as a 20-round PMAG. The Jackal 10S Precision will come standard with a new handguard. On this handguard, we have an integrated ARCA rail right on the back side of it for all your ARCA mounted tripod needs. This is the 308 version, but we do plan on offering a 6.5 Creedmoor version as well. Next, we have the 338 ARC Crank. With the addition of 338 ARC into the Palmetto State Armory lineup this year, we wanted to introduce an AK platform as well. So what we have here is a 338 ARC that is inspired by the Crank. The 338 ARC Crank will be built off of a side folding receiver. It will include a hammer forged front trunnion, a hammer forged bolt, and a hammer forged carrier. The 338 ARC Crank will feature a new rear sight base that allows us to put a new style handguard system that we are developing here that we'll use as a chassis on the front half of the gun. It does not include a front sight as you will be mounting this directly with an optic. The 338 ARC Crank will feature an 8.3-inch barrel that is nitrided and finished off with 5/8x24 threads. Next, we have the VOOK 9. After last year's SHOT Show and showing you guys the VOOK in 5.56, a lot of people asked, hey, can you do a 9mm version? And that's exactly what this is. This is inspired by the Russian PPK-20. Similar to the VOOK in 5.56, we adapted this to have a 4.5mm side-folding rear trunnion on the back of this, similar to what is on an AK-47. On the VOOK 9mm, you will see that we are working with our friends over at Sure Shot Armament who are developing a brace for us to adapt to go into this side-folding rear trunnion. The VOOC 9 will come standard with an 8 3/4 inch 9mm nitrided barrel that is finished off in 1/2 by 28 threads. It will accept our AKV pattern mags that are CZ Scorpion style magazines. The lower receiver will take AR-15 fire control group as well as safety as well as grip. And on this gun, as you can see here, this has an AK-19 style grip that is adapted for an AR-15 lower. The VOOC 9 features an ambidextrous bolt release on both sides of the gun and also features an extended mag release on the bottom. Similar to the VOOC, we implemented the charging handle on the bolt. This is a Jackal style platform and is direct blowback, but instead of having the charging handle on the left side of the upper receiver, we incorporated it on the bolt itself. The VOOC family of firearms will all share the same lower handguard that is polymer to help reduce the weight of the firearm. Next up, we have the Palmetto State Armory switch. I know we've brought this the last couple years to SHOT Show. We have made some changes to it and we wanted to get your feedback on it and also have it in the concept poll to see if it's something you want us to be working on. Some of the changes that we made to the switch is based around the grip module itself. We designed this to be a slimmer fit profile so it's not as bulky in your hand, and we also made some changes to the actual chassis system so that way we can slim up the outside dimensions of the grip module itself. We are working on multiple different variations of a switch. We are working on different chassis systems as well as grip modules. Let us know in the comments and let us know your feedback on what direction you think we should be heading in. Up next, we have the PSA PA-22. To stay with what the true PSA spirit is we have designed a PA-22 receiver that will be a build-it-yourself series gun, as well as our shotgun and our bolt gun series. This will take many aftermarket 1022 accessories. The receiver comes standard with a full-length Picatinny rail that is T-marked, ready for all of your mounting options. We will sell this as just a receiver, as well as complete firearms. Our goal with the PA-22 system is to have an ecosystem on our website of all the best aftermarket 1022 accessories as well as the best bang for your buck receiver you can get. We will have rifle versions as well as pistol brace versions available as well. Next, we have the Micro 380. After we launched our Micro Dagger, we had a lot of requests from you guys to come out with other variants using the same frame, and that's exactly what we did here today. The Micro 380 will utilize the same Micro Dagger frame. It will use a similar magazine as the original Micro Dagger that will hold 15 round capacity of 380. The slides will come standard cut with an RMSC cut footprint and will have a feature of either a comp or a non-comp slide variant. We will also have a new slide variant for our micro frame. This will be featured in 9mm as well as 380. It has a new port design that is enlarged versus a dual port design. It will also feature deeper slide serrations and a little bit more of an aggressive look, and it will still feature an RMSC cut footprint. And finally, we have the Saber Lancet in 50 BMG. One of the things that we strive to do every day here at Palmetto State Armory is make guns affordable, and that is exactly what we did here. This is going to be the most affordable gas-operated semi-automatic 50 cal on the market. The Saber Lancet will feature a 30 MOA full-length Picatinny rail that is welded onto the receiver. It will also have a welded-on accessory rail that is attached on the bottom for your bipod attachment method. The Saber Lancet will accept Barrett M82 mags as well as 107 mags and will come standard with a 28-inch barrel that is threaded 1x14. The Saber Lancet will weigh around 32 pounds. All right guys, SHOT Show season is officially upon us and we're excited to show you our new concept guns for 2025. Make sure you click the link in the description to get over to our poll to vote on your top 3 items you want us to work on.